Oh, fake news, CNN? Oh, yeah, here we go. Wait till you hear this question. You should really say how great our soldiers and our warriors are.
I think everyone appreciates our soldiers and our warriors. I do have two questions for you, Mr. President. You just cited Israeli intelligence on these attacks. Earlier, you said U.S. intelligence was inconclusive. Are you relying on Israeli intelligence for your assessment of the impact of the strikes?
No, this is also Iran made the statement. And it's also, if you read the document that was given, that Pete can talk about if you'd like, the document said it could be very severe damage, but they didn't take that. They said it could be limited or it could be very severe. They really didn't know, other than to say it could be limited or it could be very, very severe.
Fake news. CNN. Oh, here we go again. When was the last time you heard that line? But this wasn't just another press conference moment. It was a fiery clash that put President Trump face-to-face with CNN's Caitlin Collins, and the sparks flew. At the heart of it was a tense NATO summit, conflicting intelligence reports, and Trump's bold claim that Iranian nuclear facilities had been completely obliterated. Except U.S. intelligence said otherwise. It started when Collins, standing in the packed media scrum, asked the president a pointed question. Earlier, Trump had said American intelligence on the strikes was inconclusive. But moments later, he cited Israeli sources to back up his claims. So, was he relying on foreign intel instead of America's own agencies? Trump's answer was anything but calm. He waved a document, hinted at very severe damage, and doubled down on his words. But he also admitted the reports said the impact could be limited or very severe, meaning nobody was sure. That's when Collins pressed him, asking for clarity on the real damage and which intelligence sources he trusted most. The president's face flushed. He jabbed a finger toward her and fired off. You people at CNN are disgusting, always pushing fake news. In classic Trump fashion, he claimed he had the best intelligence, that the sites were completely gone, and that only a dishonest reporter would say otherwise. The tension was electric. Cameras caught every moment. Trump holding up what looked like satellite photos, never shown to the public, insisting they proved his point. Weapons experts later said the images didn't match nuclear facility destruction at all. Despite the heat, Collins kept her composure. She calmly asked which specific agencies had briefed him on the strike's results. Trump shot back. You know exactly who gives me my intelligence, the best people. But your network hates America. This exchange revealed a lot about the Trump presidency, his willingness to go against U.S. intelligence if it didn't fit his narrative, his reliance on friendly foreign sources, and his quick attacks on journalists who challenged him. Observers even noticed how his language closely mirrored Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu's talking points, raising questions about where his information really came from. Behind the media drama was a bigger problem. NATO diplomats worried Trump's exaggerated claims could force allies into unrealistic stances on Iran and undermine trust in shared intelligence, one of the pillars of NATO cooperation. As one European envoy quietly put it, if we can't trust the damage assessment from Washington, how can we coordinate real responses to nuclear threats? This wasn't just about a single argument. It was a case study in how alternative facts can shape global security. When a U.S. president dismisses documented evidence as fake news, the consequences reach far beyond one news cycle. Fast forward to April 14th. The setting? The Oval Office. The topic? Immigration cooperation with El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele. Collins seized a brief opening to ask about Ilmer Abrego Garcia, a Maryland resident who, according to multiple reports, had been mistakenly deported to El Salvador despite living in the U.S. since childhood. Garcia's lawyers said he was wrongly labeled a gang member based on flawed databases. His family had proof of his clean record, school transcripts, work history, community references. So, Collins asked, why won't the administration correct this mistake? The response was immediate and harsh. Trump dismissed her question, calling CNN fake news and Collins a low-rated anchor. She didn't back down. This isn't about ratings, Mr. President. It's about a U.S. resident who may have been wrongly exiled. But instead of addressing the evidence, Trump claimed if he was deported, then he was a bad guy. The fact that Garcia had no violent criminal history didn't matter. Trump doubled down, saying Collins should be ashamed for even bringing it up. Garcia's case wasn't unique. Advocacy groups had documented many wrongful deportations caused by flawed gang databases. But Trump's refusal to engage showed his administration's broader stance. No backing down, even when mistakes are proven. Collins' persistence earned her praise from journalists and press freedom advocates. The video clip went viral, with her calm demeanor under fire seen as a model of accountability journalism. This wasn't Collins' first time in Trump's crosshairs. She's built a reputation for asking direct, fact-based questions that can't be dismissed as biased. Her strategy is simple. Cite multiple verifiable sources up front, avoid loaded language, and anchor every follow-up in documented facts. That approach has helped her navigate a White House where loyalty shifts daily and even senior officials often contradict each other. In interviews, Collins has described covering the Trump White House as drinking from a fire hose while solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. From midnight tweets and sudden policy reversals to constant staff turnover, the pace is relentless. She relies on document-driven reporting, emails, memos, official records, so her stories can't be walked back. Even in high-pressure moments, like questioning Trump over family separations or the Russia investigation, she balances the drama with the reality that these policies affect real lives. The Trump years have permanently changed how political reporters work. There's less time to marinate on a story and more demand for instant fact-checking and deep legal knowledge. For Collins, it means carrying pocket copies of the Constitution and Federalist Papers, being ready for constitutional crises on the spot. Through it all, she's become one of the defining journalists of this turbulent era. Equal parts reporter, historian, and truth checker. These clashes, whether over Iranian strikes, wrongful deportations, or election disputes, are more than just viral moments. They show how quickly facts can be twisted, how vital good journalism is, and how the truth itself can become a battlefield. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay informed.